Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where there's union busting happening. I'm not into that. They must stop infringing on organizational freedoms. We're going communist after all, so that's not going to be a thing. And apparently, I made one too many Dragoons in the last episode, so we're going to bring the Dragoon down over here and we're going to form another army around it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. We already have our other Dragoon, so all we need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 8, 9, 10. Lots of population in this region, I guess. Okay. Onward we go. And actually, we haven't checked in on Francia in a while. Let's do that. Actually, we're doing pretty well here. China hasn't managed to throw out our ambassadors yet. Are we going to be able to bump up our opinion here? China's not going to be happy about that, I can tell you that. They did manage to get their strength back up to 1427. That's okay. Okay, we're increasing opinion. Boom. We're now friendly. So I believe add to sphere, all we need now is 100 influence. Now, China's probably going to ban our ambassadors again for a little while. That's fine. Oh, hello, we can pass a reform. Wonderful. We did get trinket pensions. Now, going down the pension tree is expensive. We're going to go safety regs first, I think. So that'll be fine. Tensions in Creek, we're definitely going to assert our position. And look at that. We broke 50 tech points per day. That's what I like to see. Our literacy rate is now at 77.8% and rising. Always great to see. This army over here is ready to be grouped up. Denounce the profiteering of those fat cats. We're communist. That's not good. Actually, we're not communist yet, technically. Oh, tax efficiency just came through of 1%. So that means I think that we can get away with cutting taxes by 1%. We can create a state, and so we shall. No, we really could not get away with it, but maybe we can get away with it if we only tax the rich at like 60%. We're going communist anyway, so they need to pay their fair share. That's substantially more than their fair share in terms of how much we're actually getting, but that's okay. That is absolutely fine. Okay, I was hoping that the Italian army would be done by now. Is it just me, or is it completely lacking in 2 units of infantry? I believe I may have miscounted. Let's go ahead and output the 2 units of infantry right where it's at. So that way, if I was wrong, I will instantly know. Wonderful. Let's check in on this force down here that we just started creating. Yeah, they're still a ways away. That's good. Yep, there's that army. Hello, factory cost and factory throughput tech. Very nice. And I think that we're probably going to grab education efficiency. Or we could go for military logistics, and we're going to do that. I want to get these fully done. These do not activate until 1900, so we've got some time on those. We're wildly behind in the naval tree, but, you know, that's normal. And many of these are already active. Okay. These activate in 1900. That's fine. Well, that looks good. Let's go ahead and check in on our factories. They are... Actually, somehow these two didn't get upgraded. There we go. That's working quite nicely. Excellent. We're still working on getting more craftsmen into these factories, but we're kind of cornering the market on some of these goods, potentially. I mean, I'm sure other places produce them, but we're producing a lot of them, which is good because we need them internally. And we can also... Hello? What's going on in French? I don't know what a French is, but I know what French communists look like. I am in favor of these. Hello, French communists. Ooh, we can pass a reform. We're going to go for limited safety regs. Wonderful. Capitalists in one of our states have called for a lockout following a period of intensifying labor conflicts in the area. Workers have been informed by management that no one is welcome back to work while union sympathies still run high among the employed. Local police have expressed support for the move, citing a long series of disturbances at the factory, some even bordering on sabotage. Hey, that's unconstitutional. Get out of here. Excellent. I have no idea if that's unconstitutional or not. I expect so, though. That would be an interesting thing to see in, like, a Victoria 3, which, you know, Paradox is never going to do. But it would be an interesting thing to see, like, the ability to draft a constitution through a series of options like this. That'd be kind of neat. Steel production output, tea, coffee, and opium production output. Okay. That's fine. Not too concerned about it. We are going to, of course, continue grouping up these forces. I want to check in on this force here. It's very close to being done. It will be done in just about a month, so that's good. Okay, these are in need of grouping up. Wonderful. Let's get all these armies together. Our military logistics will be done soon enough. And I'm kind of wondering, we've got like 50 years left in this, right? I feel like we're going to max out this tech tree. Hello, oil production output. That's a nice thing to have. We're going to go ahead and cut taxes on the poor down to around 40... Actually, 50%. And then we'll also cut middle-class taxes down to 50% for right now. I mean, technically we could do this. What would that actually end up looking like on our balance sheet? Okay. We have just a huge poor population still, so... This is a possibility, though. Oh, no. I do not want to be at max taxes. That was just a quick experiment. I was just interested to see. So we're going to be holding the rich tax at about 60%, middle and lower classes at 50%. That'll do for now. Oh, hello, we can make a state. Let's do so. Excellent. How are we doing on our clerks? Poorly. Very poorly. But hey, we've hit 79% literacy. Well, that's nice. Definitely coming up. And there is our military logistics. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab the Army Risk Management so that we're done with all of our military techs for the next 12 years. Or rather, Army techs. Technically, we're nowhere near done on Navy techs, but also technically I don't care about navies. So that will be absolutely fine. I like how that's just kind of become my thing, is I just refuse to build navies. Well, I'm okay with it. Because it's true, I kind of do refuse to build navies. And this is why you will never see me playing England. I mean, technically we own England, but yeah, you'll never see that happening. Because that would require that I build navies, and I'm just like, ugh, why would I want that? Especially when we can do acceptable safety regulations. There we go. Let's check in on our factories and see what that's doing to our profit margins there. Absolutely wrecking them. Actually, not really. Look at a lot of these. A lot of these are going very well. We gain a Humiliate CB on France? Not too interested in that, actually. More oil, though. We're definitely interested in that. We are absolutely going to... Jacobins. Jacobins. Francia, I just want to come kill your Jacobins. They're not into it, though. They're not letting us come kill their Jacobins. Literally all I want to do is kill their Jacobins. But they're not into it, so... Let's actually check in and see... Ah, the Republic of China just discredited us. So we would need to remove from Sphere for 100 influence. Okay. I can do that. We're going to go ahead and increase our opinion here. Let's do a little bit of diplomatic work. I want to sort by prio. Poland is still in Sphere, looking good. Newfoundland, we will go ahead and increase their opinion of us. Navajo, I mean... Ojibwa is defending vigorously, so there's that. We're going to increase opinion again here, actually. And we can do the same thing in Newfoundland, although we're already friendly. And yeah, Pratiharis is defending Debakiri quite thoroughly. The Caribbean is a great power? I'm sorry, what? Okay, well, this was ours, but it's a great power now. So, that's a thing. Okay. Well, that's fine. Not too concerned about that. Beer hall opening, huh? Cheers. We're communists, not prohibitionists. More reactionary? I think I'd rather have liberal in the upper house. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. My only regret... Oh, we do have a straight-up communist party. Hang on a moment. Pro-military, protectionism, planned economy, atheism, full citizenship... Okay. There we go. The pro-military was what allowed us to do that. That was why we couldn't switch to the socialists as our ruling party. So that's excellent. We are now officially ruled by communists. Perfect. It's exactly what we were going for. Hello. Where did all the Jacobins go? I don't know, but Francia is gonna have to do something about them eventually. Okay, let's check in on this over here. More socialist? Yes, please. What is this army? You're not moving because you are in this location already. Perfect. So let's get all these grouped up. Opinion of us in Zhengzhou dropped to cordial. Okay. We actually don't have supply limit here. We should move over to here. But otherwise, that army is actually fine. So we should consider increasing our military size even further. Okay. Francia banned us because of France. I guess they put down their communists, so that's a thing. Hello, Army Risk Management. I think we're going to grab 3... That's 4% total tax efficiency. I think we're going to go for central bank money bill printing next. Excellent. Because, yeah, looking at this, we're basically 2/3 of the way through the tech tree. And we've been at this for, what, 60 years? And our tech speed is just getting faster and faster. So I feel like we're going to max out this tech tree before the end of the game. So that'll be great. We do have some social spending going on. That's fine. And I mean, we're cruising through these techs at like the rate of 1 every 6 months. So you figure there's 10, 13, we'll call this 13 as well, so that's 36, 46 plus another one, so that would be what, 65 techs left? Cut that in half, so it'd be like 32 and a half years? Yeah, we're gonna max this out. Assuming that this pace remains. But that said, the techs are getting cheaper, particularly in that naval tree, because we're kind of wildly behind. So these techs are super cheap. So that'll be some decent catch-up for us if we start falling behind. Yeah, I do think that we're going to max out the tech tree. So that'll be great. Right now, we're kind of just chilling. Not doing too much. Our infamy's way up there. But hey, communist is the ruling party, and the question is, how much is communism going to gain in the next election? It's a good question. It depends on how effectively we debate, honestly. We'll let the farmers keep the tea. We don't need it. I know that's not a particularly communist thing to do. Zhengzhou dropped to neutral. You know what? That's okay. Not too concerned about it. We're kind of fighting China for Francia right now, so there's that. And I'm just gonna let Devagiri go too. We'll conquer that later. And Navajo. Newfoundland, we definitely want to add to Sphere. Poland, we want to maintain in our Sphere. Francia, we are still interested in fighting for. Our embassy is banned until 4 October of this year, so that'll be a thing. And I'd also like to start justifying on France. Who could we take from their sphere of influence? Who is in their sphere of influence? Blackfoot in Peru? Yeah, we don't care about that. I would rather just acquire state. Okay, well, let's go. We will definitely absolutely crush France in such a war. There's no doubt about that. Like, look at this military. This is absolutely bonkers. And we can make it more bonkers. Like, we're growing so quickly. There's our admin efficiency. Nice. I think we're going to go ahead and grab... what do we want here? War justification efficiency? Sure. Plurality, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll give it a go. And of course, we're currently, or at least we were up until I said that, researching at double speed, so that's fine. Now, we can't enact any reforms, and we're unlikely to be able to, although the socialists have the plurality in the government. They don't have the majority. But socialists plus liberals are a functional majority. Socialists plus anarcho-liberals, but that's probably not going to be a thing. There's a tax efficiency bump. We could probably cut taxes based off of that. Actually, hang on a moment. The communists can't cut taxes lower than 50%. Fair enough. Sounds good. So our taxes are as low as they can possibly be. And we're losing a little bit of money here and there, but overall, especially once Gold Standard comes through, we'll be fine. Hey look, Gold Standard. Hey look, we're fine. And hey look, we can do a reform. Excellent safety regulations. There we go. There's a bunch of everyday need reductions. Now let's check in on our factories. About the same. Sounds good. We have broken 80% literacy. Okay, our Acquire State CB against France was detected. That gives us some infamy, but that's okay. Army organization. That infamy doesn't actually put us above 90, so I'm okay with that. It seemed to be just when we were above 100 that China got super spooked. Union busting? No, get out of here. No union busting for you. I do want to check in on China's military power. 1458. Are they stalled there? Are they capped? That might be their cap. It would be interesting to find out. But I think I would have to reload the game and play as them. Maybe at the end of this episode, we'll check that. I'm just curious to know if they're capped. Labor unions. Hell no, we won't go. One of our states has seen a surge in socialist agitation during the past few months, since the forming of a labor union at one of the local workshops. The workshop seems to have set a local example to other workplaces, and now labor appears to be organizing at every mill, workshop, and factory in the entire state. Great. The government has been approached by a group of concerned members of the local elite, who call upon the central government to dispatch National Guard units to the province in order to ensure that order is maintained. So they'd become 20% more socialist, and that's what we want. Perfect. We're going communism. And as I said, there's very specific reasons in Hearts of Iron why we want to be... I don't want to go fascist in Hearts of Iron. So basically because we're going to be responsible for making the world... the global tension go up in the world. We're going to be the ones responsible for that. So we're pretty much going to need to be communist. Because we can't be democratic for that. And as I said, I don't want to go fascist. So that won't be a thing. Nationalism and imperialism will be finishing up right now. Wonderful. That gives us an extra national focus, and I want to work on clerks. And let's do that maybe over in Alexandria. Encourage clerks. Wonderful. That'll help our technology points, after all. And what do we want to go for next? I think that we will just go ahead and grab historical theory for factory input efficiency tech. That's a lot of prestige in the inventions, but that's okay. So I am curious to go check on China and see what's going on with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game here. Just like so. And we're going to hop over. We're going to go back to the main menu. We're going to hop over there and see. I think we can do it from loading the save game from the main menu. But of course, we'll be returning to this save that we just made without saving this. We'll be returning to this in the next episode. So we're just going to hop in over here, and we're going to take a look at what's going on in the Republic of China. They are nowhere near their cap. Okay. They have 1691 as their maximum, and in terms of their income, they're doing absolutely fine. So they could definitely continue to expand their military if they chose to. I'm interested to know if they are choosing to. It's a lot of fort constructions. Oh, look at all those army constructions. They are absolutely expanding their military. Okay, our spies have reported. And with that, I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode, we'll be back in our territory, and we will be probably continuing to grow our armies based on this information that our spies have given us. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.